So today I wanted to talk about if you're looking to move to the Philippines or Thailand or Jamaica, wherever you're going to move to.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings.
Before you move, it's a great idea to just go and stay at the place wherever it is and stay there for a month or two, preferably several months, to make sure that you really like it. And because the one thing you don't want to do is, decide that I'm going to make this move and you haven't visited the place. You don't know what the people are like. You don't know what the cultures are like, so you want to make sure that you are sure that you want to make the move. Now, if you're going to travel from place to place, it probably wouldn't matter so much. But even then, I think this still applies. So if you're thinking of relocating, go visit the place first. And stay there, not just for a week. It's got to be longer. It needs to be a month, I'm going to say at least. And make sure you want to make that move. But one thing I've seen people do over and over, and I saw a vlogger do this recently, where they had a bunch of boxes, bulk buying boxes shipped out to them. I think they had 6 or 7 boxes of junk. Granted, some of this stuff, I understand that some of this stuff has sentimental value. But to have it shipped clear across, the world, to me, it doesn't really make much sense. And the other thing too is that so then you've got a lot of people will put their stuff in storage. Let's say you're in the U.S. I've seen this over and over many, many times. The people, they're maybe moving into a new home, and they have a lot of furniture. The furniture won't fit into the new home that they're moving into because maybe they downsized. So instead of getting rid of the furniture and selling it or donating it, they'll rent a storage unit. And most of the storage units, at least in California, will range anywhere from $100 to $300 per month. And so, they'll put this furniture in there that they've had for 20, 30 years sometimes, like old sofas, that are not worth anything, But maybe because, that was passed down from parents or what have you, they just won't part with the stuff. So they put it into storage, and let's say they're paying $150 per month. That it sits in the storage unit for a year, sometimes 2 years, sometimes 3 years. I've seen people where they've had stuff in storage for like 8 years, and then when I see the stuff that's coming out of the storage, I'm just thinking, oh my God, this is crazy. Why would they even keep this stuff? And then if you add all that, the expense up, if they were paying $150 per month, times, 1 year, gosh, it's, I don't have my calculator. It's a lot of money. It's, it adds up to maybe $1,500 or so. You multiply that times 8 years, the amount of money that they wasted on keeping this junk in storage is, it adds up to a lot of money. The other thing too is if somebody decides, that, oh, I just can't part with this furniture, it was given to me by so-and-so. Man, I love this old painting, but I'm not going to use it, but let's keep it in storage. Well, most of the storage units, at least the ones that I'm familiar with in California, they get rats in the units, and those rats are climbing around the stuff. They're peeing on the furniture, they're peeing on the paintings, they're peeing on whatever's in there, and the stuff just gets destroyed. If you've ever had rat piss on your furniture, you'll know what I'm talking about, because you cannot get rid of that smell. So my point is that if you're going to make that move to another country, my advice is, try to not hang on to every little thing that you have. I mean, there's just no need for it. That's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear some other opinions, but yeah, so if you can kind of change your lifestyle a little bit, instead of saving everything that you've had since you were 5 years old, maybe if you live a minimalist lifestyle where you have very few things, it just makes it a whole lot easier when you go to relocate or when you go to travel. Yeah, that way you're not having to pay for storage. You're not keeping a bunch of junk that really has little or no value. I mean, I understand if it's sentimental value, and it's something small. Well, that makes sense, hang on to a couple boxes of stuff. But my gosh, don't hang on to old kitchen tables that are 50 years old, if you don't need to. And definitely you don't want to pay to have that stuff shipped out to another country, just so that you can open it up and say, wow, oh, this is wonderful. I got this back in 8th grade, and it's great to reminisce or whatever, but to me, it's a total waste of money, and it's just going to make your life more difficult when you're trying to relocate. And so if you can avoid putting your stuff in storage, avoid it. It's just it's a waste of money for most people. If I was to ask 10 people that had stuff in storage, and ask them, how long have you had this in storage? I would bet that 7 out of 10 have kept their stuff in storage for over 3 years. And then when you look at the stuff, there's no value to it. So get rid of your stuff before you move. And if you can change your lifestyle a bit, if you become, I want to say, a minimalist, where you don't have to hang on to everything, it just makes your life a lot easier, and also it'll save you a lot of money, because instead of buying that brand new phone that just came out so that you can show it off to your friends, or kids or whatever, just keep the phone you have. You don't always have to have the newest, the best, and the brightest items. If you just live to impress yourself and not everybody else, you'll find that you don't really need to collect all this stuff, and it just makes things a lot easier for you, especially if you're going to different countries and different locations. So this is just my opinion, and but I think it's a as far as the storage units go, and just not hanging on to everything, it just takes a load off of your mind, and it will save you a lot of money over time. It's actually cheaper probably to just go buy new furniture at the place that you're going to, rather than hauling this stuff all over the place, trying to keep it with you. So, just something to think about, my little rant. And hope you have a good day or evening wherever you are. And, if you do decide to make a move, well, congratulations and good luck on your journey. All right. Bye.